Hey, Funko lovers, welcome to the Funko Friends podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Funko, with my co-host, Sam, and my in-house moderator, D of a Kind. So today we have the amazing Clouded Minds. Welcome.
Hey.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, there we go.
What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up? Thanks for coming on today.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having
Heck yeah,
us.
thanks for having us.
Loving it. Okay, so first question, always the easiest. How did you guys come up with your YouTube name and logo that looks like Meatwad from Aquatoon Hunger Force?
I came up with the name. Tyler and I were coming up to rebrand the channel that was MG Knights previously, and I thought about it for a while, and I was like, what do we have in common? And then I figured that out and decided to go with that. So came up with Clouded Minds, and there we are. And then
and then based off of when he came up with Clouded Minds, and this is exactly what I pictured, is what's directly above my head. So like that's how it all came about. He said the name, and then the brains came out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Notice on Justin's, it looks like Kirby. Remember Kirby
Yeah.
from Sonic? That's what that looks like. It looks like a sleeping Kirby. Anyways, look at that.
Yeah.
We've done a Sonic reference, done a Meatwad. Anyway, so what made you guys want to create a YouTube channel?
You want to go first? Well, okay, so I had already been on YouTube. Yeah, I know, I hear you. As far as it goes for that particular, I had always watched a bunch of different YouTubers back, when it started back in 2005. So it was a long time ago. But I remember like watching PewDiePie and Markiplier and a few other people like way back in the day, and I was thinking to myself, and then finally stumbled upon Philip DeFranco. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but Philip DeFranco does like this podcast type news show thing, and I always thought to myself, like, this is really cool. I like what he's doing. And so I started TieFly85 was my original channel, and I did weird, obscure news. And that was back in 2015, 2014. So it had been quite a while, a little while.
Hey, Nadia. Hey, Geek Eats Meats.
Geek
Meats Eats, sorry.
And then you have a kind.
Do you have a card?
God, that took away from my third question. What are those like the YouTube channels you looked up to and were just like inspired to do YouTube? The ones that you all just named?
Yeah, I'd probably say that some of them. I mean, I'd probably say yeah.
You already answered how long they've been making YouTube videos. Holy cow. They're just answering our questions. What do you think makes your channel unique and special?
you don't see many talking brain cartoons floating around there, literally.
That's very true.
We have the animation that we bring, and then we kind of bring our own spin on doing, reviews and whatnot, and playing games and all that stuff. So yeah.
So this is directed to you. What's your favorite horror movie?
Which one? Either.
If you're
my favorite one is Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger, which is my favorite little pop guy. He's the only. This is the only. Actually, no, I take that back. I should take that back. These are the only two pops that I have ever actually opened ever. And but yeah, Freddy Krueger is definitely hands down Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, not the remake. The remake was crap.
Yeah.
Original is always better than remakes.
Yep.
Well, nobody will ever replace Robert Englund. Like, the guy is Freddy Krueger.
Right.
So how many Funko Pops do you have in your collection so far?
Probably over 60. It's over 60.
Oh wow! I was expecting such a smaller collection.
Yeah, there's a bunch. They're kind of on walls on the display. There's a bunch up here on this wall. You can't really see them.
Right. Okay. Do you collect any Funko Pops?
I only have like 4 or 5. I don't really collect that many of them. So, yeah.
Yay, he's like me.
Yay.
Sam has 3.
Yeah.
I know. I actually feel included.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Justin, what was your favorite horror movie?
What Funko Pop would you like?
Friday the 13th is my favorite horror movie, but
Ooh.
but what was the next one? Sorry.
Sorry.
What Funko Pop would you like Funko to make in the
Mm.
future? Like something that you're really into.
I know this is gonna sound really cheesy because like it's our thing, but like a Clouded Mind's brains. I would
Yeah,
love
that
to
would
see
be
both of.
fantastic.
I would love to see both of these brains in Funko Pop form.
Nice.
I'll
How
say-
about one of those YouTubes? You know those figures that they have for the YouTubers?
Play button?
No, it's
Oh,
a YouTuber figure.
Oh, you mean like actually us, like physically, like
Yeah.
represent? Oh, I've seen those. Yeah, no, those are really cool. I don't know if I'd ever want one specifically of myself. I would want one
think
more.
I'd want one of my actual physical person. My brain, though, on the other hand, that one.
Look, if we physically became famous as people, sure, but I don't see that happening. I see these brains are what's going to make us famous.
All right.
The brains on the inside and the animated brains.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going into more gamer questions. You're both gamers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, what is your favorite game of all time?
My
Ooh,
favorite game, personally, is Tales of Symphonia.
ooh, that's a good one. My hands down favorite is Harvest Moon.
Oh, okay.
I love that game. I know it sounds it's such a like a niche game.
I personally never
Yeah,
played Harvest Moon.
I bet you guys can guess what game that I really like.
Dude, I love Gears of War.
Dude, Gears is awesome.
Nice.
It's Gears of War. Bro.
Oh, I can see it.
So, what game? Sorry.
You want to get in?
What's a game you? I can't read that.
Oh, that's easy. What's a game you thought you'd like but ended up hating?
Haze.
Ooh, the most recent one that I've actually played. I know a lot of people are gonna take offense to this probably, but Resident Evil 8. I was not a fan of the village.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. I didn't like the story they had taken. It's like literally the whole thing of Resident Evil had to do with Umbrella. Like everyone associates Umbrella and the T-virus with Resident Evil, and they basically just like did away with both those things. So once they did away with those things, Resident Evil no longer was Resident Evil.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. The only game series like that was really good is Grand Theft Auto, and everybody loves Vice City, and that's like the fourth one or something. Everyone's
Yeah, I
like, "Oh,
love Vice City so much.
yo,
It's because of the
Tommy
music. It was because of the music.
music,
That's why.
yeah.
It was the music. That's the only reason people were obsessed with it.
Yeah,
The
and I think
radio
it's
and the
people
cars.
I would be that one person, be like, I can't do this mission. This song is on right now. Like, I can't.
I gotta stop. I gotta listen to my jam. I just gotta jam out.
And I ride.
Yo, exactly. Right? Flock of seagulls all the way. I'm embarrassed that I know that. Anyways, that's how I got into 80s music. Was like Auto. And San Andreas sucks. It was set in 92. Anyways. Just ask
It's
that.
too big.
Uh,
also.
That's
That's
the
what she
thing. Like,
said.
they make you go from like one. Oh, snap! They make you go from like one side of the map to the other. Like, that's the other thing that really pisses people off. Like, it's like drive from San Francisco back to like Los Ventura, or not Los Venturas, the Los Angeles one, Los Santos. There we go. I knew I'd get
Los
it.
Santos, yeah.
And like in 30 seconds. Anyways, not important. What?
Hey, Ninja Sniper Music.
Ninja Snipes.
It's Ninja Snipes.
Yeah. There's the Z.
Hey, Sad Bones. And hey.
What? Samira yourself?
Samara yourself. I think that's how you say it.
I don't know how to say it. Anyways, What's a really popular game everyone seems to love, but you don't like? Probably.
But you like.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
but you
I got
like.
one.
Sorry. Grand Theft Auto.
What's that new game? Not Vanguard. What was the other one? The ripoff that was like all the games combined into one. Thank you. That game. That would be the one. Splitgate.
It was everybody likes and I don't, right?
Yeah, everybody likes it and I don't. That's the game. Splitgate. Game's horrible.
I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but Final Fantasy.
Which one?
All of them.
Oh my god, you're a blasphemer. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, I take that back. With the exception of Mystic Quest, which isn't technically on the lineup. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. Turn-based fighting doesn't make sense to me. Like,
hey, to each their own, sir. You played Tales of Symphonia. Don't talk to me about Final Fantasy.
Game
yeah, it has real-time fighting.
expect ending up.
I think you froze.
Uh-oh. I think we lost him. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. What's happening? I guess we're here alone now. Hello, Ninja Soldier. Hello,
Grand Theft
sad.
Auto. This should. Great game.
Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back.
What's happening?
Oh.
You guys totally cut out there. We have
We're here.
whatever your last question was. We didn't hear it.
There we go.
There we go. So what's a game you didn't expect to enjoy at the end of ending up liking it?
Doom Eternal.
He is obsessed with that game.
Yeah, I freaking love it. I didn't expect to like it. I played it for like, I don't know, 20 minutes when I first downloaded it, and then I was like, put it down. And then I started playing it, and then I didn't stop playing.
For me, recently, like recenter than most, probably a game that I didn't know I would like that I did end up liking was World War II, Call of Duty. When they re-released the World War II again, yeah. Because I originally liked World at War, like that was actually one of my favorite ones. Because I know it's gonna sound really weird, but I love like old history, like World War II and that kind of stuff. So I love those type of games.
Yo, I did so well in history in high school. I was like my favorite class. I was like, this is just interesting stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask because I don't think you're gonna ask it. Since you're into like World War II, what's your favorite kind of World War II movie?
Ooh, I really enjoyed Fury. I actually really enjoyed that one. If you've seen Fury,
No,
it's
I've
about
heard
the
of
tank.
it.
It's really good. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's got Brad Pitt and a few other actors in it. But also too, obviously everybody's favorite band. I like the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers, but also Saving Private Ryan, which is what it was based off of.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured it was. But I'm like, I could never get into Band of Brothers. I think I watched some. That was with David Schwimmer, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I know that. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
So continuing with the questions, what game have you spent the most number of hours on?
Yeah, probably Tales of Symphonia was the original one, and then now probably Doom Eternal. I don't know how many days, weeks.
Oh, Doom is
It's
amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So if I had to pick, like, if I had to say one game, it'd definitely be Harvest Moon, because I played that game, I don't know, for like 10 years straight, because it came out on every single console. And then once they stopped making that, it was the Dynasty Warriors. Does anyone remember Dynasty Warriors? Dude, I was obsessed with that game on PlayStation.
I
used to play it all the
Dynasty
time.
Warriors. That was a lot of fun.
I still have mine.
Nice.
Yeah. If you had to marry the last video game character you played, who would that be?
The Doom guy.
What's
Very open
the Doom
about that.
guy?
That's weird.
And I'd be protected
don't wanna
for
know who
life.
I'd
I'd
pick.
feel pretty good about myself. It's not bad looking
You'd be
either.
protected.
Who would you marry?
No, it's not in a game.
Yeah, I know. Who would you marry if you're a video game character?
The last video game I played Left 4 Dead, so it was zombie.
You marry a zombie. Yo, definitely Tommy Vercetti. That guy would keep me safe. Like from Sonny Forelli's gang.
Nice. I'll take Kate
What about,
from Gears 5.
oh, nice.
That one.
Well, I know. What was the first game you ever remember playing?
Duck Hunt.
Oh, wow.
Is that the one with the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Old school done. Yeah. Duck Hunt.
Probably, Batman on the NES. Like, I remember playing that a ton.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like super old, yeah. Like the original, like
This
from the
one-
movie, the first movie.
Yeah.
It's a funny one.
Have you ever played Stick?
Sick.
Oh. I can't read or write anything down. Have you ever played hooky to get out of something you had to do just to play a game?
Well, yeah.
What was it? I'm clean. This is
I
your
mean, I don't know.
confession.
There's been quite a few times. Like, I don't know. I do remember legitimately being sick one time. I worked at Toys R Us, and I was sick the day that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out. And despite the fact that I was sick, I had pre-ordered it. So I went into work after calling in and bought my game and then went home and played it. And everybody was like, you should have went to the other one across town. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm sick. And they're like, you shouldn't show up to work to buy a game if you're sick. And I'm like, well, there's a big difference between coming to work and buying a game and being there for 8 hours while I'm ill. So, no, I'm coming in and get my game. Bye.
It's hilarious.
That's a savage move. Like, you're supposed to come in and you go to the place where you work and nobody stops you and be like, well, why are you not coming into work today?
Well, I was like, I'm sick. They were like, you do look sick, legitimately. So I was like, all right, there you go.
Oh, okay. That's a savage move. That's brave. I meant to say brave. That's a brave
I
move.
mean, I did a lot of crazy stuff at that job, so.
So I will say this: I've never done that with a video game, but I was crazy enough to do it with a movie, and it was Minority Report. It was the Friday that it came out. I called in sick from work because I had to see it. Needless to say, I shouldn't have called in sick, but hey,
Man,
how would I have known?
if I had a nickel for every time I skipped class to go see a movie, man, I wouldn't need YouTube.
Nice. Minority Report.
So,
Yeah.
what game do you want to play next? Do you have any plans of what game you want to play next?
Oh, Gotham Knights is coming out soon. I'm very intrigued to play that.
Oh, nice.
It's the first multiplayer Batman, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a direct sequel to any of the Arkham Knight series games, but it is going to be, a standalone of all the different, like, Batgirl, Red Hood, Robin, and Nightwing. So they'll all have their own, like, kind of deals going on. It's kind of cool. And people will be able to play all at once with all the
Yeah, all at the same time. That'd be
all
awesome.
at the same time.
At the same time.
That's awesome.
And what are you waiting for, sir?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Currently, right now, nothing. No. I know that sounds horrible. Currently, though, a game that I do actually want to play all the way through because I never played all of them. I have played certain ones here and there. Is the Halo series.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So we are currently playing through that.
I know. You know what they should do? I'm going to go on my rant a little bit. They need to remake the Halo movie. Do you guys remember that? They were supposed to make it, and then they ran out of money, and then they stopped. And I was like, remake it? What? How does that? I mean, I get there's a lot of
Just finish
special
it.
effects. Yeah, I know.
I
forget
feel
what-
like they could pull it off now. They could totally pull it off now, I think. But I remember, do you guys remember when Halo Reach came out? That was the first time that Halo had done the live action TV commercials. And that was like when we had seen like it could actually happen. We're just like, if you can make this commercial, you can make a movie. Like, like come on, people. But yeah, that was the first time. Actually, I heard, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I heard that they're supposed to be making a Gears movie with the Rock and who's the guy?
Maybe?
Batista. Yeah, John Batista.
Dave Batista.
Dave.
Thank you, that guy.
John. That sounds pretty believable. I'm John Batista.
I'm John Batista. What's up?
John Batista.
Yo, Batista.
That's
bomb.
what's up.
The only Halo game I don't like was Halo Wars. I don't like the way they.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was the top down where you had to build the base
Strategy.
and like the crap went
the
out of the base and then
The
yeah,
strategy.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of Risk.
Risk. I love it.
I played the board game and I'm like, this is a slow moving game. Like I left after like 2 minutes. I was like, no, like screw Risk.
I've had Risk games run so long that like we had to take pictures of the board and then come back later and like set it back up.
Oh jeez.
Oh. Funko PDX. I can't wait for the GTA, the trilogy, the definite edition. Yo, I mean either. Grand Theft Auto is amazing. Vice City is the only good one because it's a small game. You don't have to go across the map. But,
Yeah.
Did you guys see? Wasn't it Grand Theft Auto that some guy went up on stage during a press conference and legitimately asked Rockstar, like, when are you guys coming out with another freaking Grand Theft Auto? Because it's been like over 5+ years now that we played the same flipping game. Like, can we get something new instead of you guys adding like, oh, let's all do a car meet and greet? Like that sounds like the stupidest thing they could have came up with. Like, I'm sorry. Like I know people love that stuff, but seriously, come on, man. Give us a new game.
yeah.
So hey, Mr. Awesome, thank you for coming in.
Stephanie Novak up in the building.
Thanks for coming
Stephanie!
in. Have you ever used a playthrough to help you get through a game?
You ever cheated?
Not
Yes.
cheated.
Oh gosh, yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I used to buy the cheat books.
I
Who
had
doesn't
books.
remember freaking cheat books?
Yeah.
Guys.
We have so many flipping cheat
I
books.
used to have
Our-
game
our-
FAQs like
yes.
bookmarked on like my main page. I'd go in game FAQs, boom, ready to go. Let's do it.
What was that book? Remember the book that you used to be able to buy that was called like the game something,
It'd be like
and
just
it was
cheat codes. Game
yeah, it
Shark
was cheat codes. Game Shark, Game Shark. That's it, dude. It was Game Shark. Oh man, that's old school.
Used to be able to buy something for your Game Boy. You plug in the Game Boy and plug the cartridge into that, and then it was like, all right, let's do it. Let's roll.
Yeah, it was hacked everything. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember PSP? The little small
Oh, yeah.
little things?
Oh yeah.
I have a PSP actually still. I have the God of War edition.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Do you,
I went to school with this one kid. I don't mean to keep interrupting. And this one kid was so full of crap. He's like, yo, I have PSX. And we're like, dude, that doesn't exist. He's like, no, I got it. And it ended up being, I think it was like PS3 and it ended up being, not PSX. And we're like, so you're like kind of full of crap. Like, you don't have no PSX. Like, I'm like, it's the funniest thing. I'm like, bro, shut your face. PSX.
I got a PSX, man.
PSX, PS10. Baby.
Yeah, and it never ended up being a thing.
Crazy.
So the next question is, what's the best weapon you ever used in a video game?
I think it's the AK-74U from Call of Duty World War II. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, Justin. I think we lost somebody. We lost a man down. I think he went to go get his PSX. He wanted to show you that it actually exists.
No, you went to go find that PSP. I still got my PSP, man. And their games are like small. PSP, the good old days.
So do you want me to keep going?
If you want.
Yeah,
Should we-
sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So
There
you go.
There he is.
Hey.
Okay, so
Should I repeat the question?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
got to repeat it.
So, what's the best weapon you ever used in a video game? Any video game?
Well, this goes back to like Tales of Symphonia. There was these weapons called the Devil's Arms, and essentially the only way to unlock them was to fight like this ridiculously hard boss that took me like an hour and a half to beat. And after you did that, every monster that you had killed, like every kill point that you had scored, equated to the damage that weapon did. So like eventually, like I was doing like 3,000 damage per hit, and it just keeps calculating up because you keep killing monsters every time. So it was like, all right, sweet. That's pretty badass.
Well, that's so cool. Yeah, sounds so cool.
It's like Call of Duty, right? Remember
No,
the
that's
zombie
not Call of
level?
Duty.
No, but it's like Call. Remember the zombie level?
Oh,
You
yeah.
kill them, you get better guns, and then we ran into that one guy who like spammed it.
Oh, that was the worst.
I was calling him like Oprah.
We
He's
got-
like, everybody gets guns.
We got
Everyone
this guy
gets a
that
gun.
hacked Call of Duty. He was like doing so much random stuff, like giving us all the perks and everything. And like these random guys, these figures with long arms were coming everywhere.
No, it was just weapons, wasn't it?
No, it was the random guys with long arms would come and like he
Oh.
hacked the whole thing. It was
Yeah.
so weird.
I know he glitched. I called him Oprah. I was like, "Is this like everybody gets some
Look
guns?"
under
he
your
did it
seat.
so much.
Everyone has a gun.
And I called him that. He's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Yo, you don't even know who Oprah is. Shut up."
Yeah, he kept freezing the game because
Yo,
he was doing it so
I know,
much.
and we're like, "Okay, so much for that."
This is officially
That was
not fun.
Yeah, it's not.
So do you watch any other gaming streams?
Oh man, does a bear shit in the woods? No, I'm just kidding.
That's it.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, unless it's in a zoo, then probably not. But still, like, yes. The answer is yes. Very quite often,
yeah.
more than we choose to. Let's say that.
So who do you watch?
Oh gosh,
Comes along.
Shut Your Gob. I don't know. It's Money, Deadflex. Just so many people. I don't know. The list goes on forever.
Oma Gaming and all sorts of people. Yeah.
Did you ever watch Sniper Wolf?
No, we've never. I'm not a huge fan of. We're talking about the chick, right? Like the chick Sniper Wolf?
Oh yeah, we're talking about the chick.
I don't know who that is.
No.
So.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
Don't
alright.
worry about it. She's kind of attractive. Okay, it's okay.
Oh.
No.
Still never heard of her. I don't know what you.
She does like reaction videos, be like, oh, oddly satisfying videos, and then she'll stop it and then react to it. But she live streams on Twitch a lot for her video games, and I'm like, I mean, you're attractive, but I don't want to see you gaming. Like, anyway.
Has a game storyline ever made you cry?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm having so much problems.
Which one?
Gears of
Which
War
one?
3.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. I mean, shit. When that music's playing, they've got like Sad World playing, and what's Dom? Dom's driving the truck, and he's like, "I'm coming, Maria." I was like,
Yeah.
it was really emotional. I was just like, and then Marcus is like, "I just lost my brother." I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh,
is
God!"
that song when they do the dun 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 dun? Yeah. It's because of that song. It's because of that song. Why that
I mean,
makes that so
doesn't help,
sad.
but yeah, no, for sure.
But
It's
yeah,
just-
no, that was a sad part. Honestly, to tell you the truth,
like, that was crazy.
yeah, I've never cried at a video game, ever.
Has no soul.
Have you?
Have me? Yes, I've cried.
Which one?
The Gears of War, that one I started tearing up before.
I mean, I wasn't like, but I was like,
I'm chopping onions.
I'm making a lasagna for one.
You know what made me cry straight up? I don't know if you guys remember this. Remember Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories? The one where Victor
I never got around to playing this.
Lance's brother plays. When Marie dies, that girl that you help, when that's in the abusive relationship, I'm like, she got killed.
She didn't deserve it. It's not
No, she
fair.
didn't. She didn't.
I mean, it's true.
She was just in an abusive relationship.
That's
So do you guys prefer multiplayer games or to go solo?
I personally enjoy more of like the solo campaign. Like I just played through like the Batman series, and I really enjoyed playing those back when I played them originally. So, like, yeah, I usually run through solo campaigns as much as possible.
I love multiplayer. I love to play with everybody, so I'm a multiplayer whore. Yeah.
I feel the same way. Most of my games are multiplayer. I have Halo, Gears of War, all multiplayer games.
I do enjoy playing a co-op like campaign, but I'm not much for the PvP stuff usually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't like. People like to call it, Warzone. We like to call it Shit Zone. We don't play those games.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, what's a game that makes you rage? Like, I'm talking throw your controller, just full out, like, swear at your TV.
The last one that I had that I can remember was Luigi's Mansion 3. There was a boss that you have to fight where like he's like on an inner tube, and you've got to like navigate on this inner tube while not running into these spikes that are all along the wall. It's just a giant pain in the ass, and the dude's just laughing at you the whole time, and it's just like, shut up!
Speaker is just colors from that.
Just picture all of your stuff.
Like legitimately, I played that for my channel, and if you watch, like I had died so many times doing it. If you watch the playthrough, when I beat him, I'm like, yes, what you get?
Nice.
You remember the game that made me rage?
Oh, yeah.
NHL, because our goalie couldn't make a save. Because we played as the Toronto Maple Leafs because we're obligated, right? And I'm like, this goalie can make a save. I like almost threw the controller. You're like, bro, calm down. Like our goalie sucks, okay? Like you don't. I want to win a Stanley Cup for Toronto.
It was like 11-1.
No, it was like 2-0, and I'm like, yo, let's just rage quit this shit.
No, it was 11-1 that first game we played, and then the second game was 1-2.
2-1.
2-1, yeah.
I hate when people say that. No offense, 1-2. Like no, it's a pet peeve. Anyways, fucking hate the Leafs.
What or who got you into video games?
Probably my brother, but like my dad got him into video games, so it's kind of like just a cascading effect of family.
Yeah, for me, it's my dad. Growing up as a kid, his favorite game was Miss Pac-Man, and he used to take us to this pizza restaurant, and they had an old school sit down, like top down, like the old school arcades where you sit down and play it. But anyways, tabletop. And anyways, so we used to play Miss Pac-Man. That was my first actual interaction with a game.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
My first interaction at home was Duck Hunt.
Well, my first reaction was with my mom. We used to play the first Mario. We beat it together.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a very good moment.
Oh.
Nice.
That's just mother-son bonding.
Right?
That's making me cry. Forget about Grand Theft Auto.
So my next question, what's your favorite song from a game?
Oh gosh, Tyler, if you got one, you can take this. I'm gonna have to rack my brain for a minute while I think.
Does it have to be like an original or just music from a
whatever song you were like?
I like it's a Hikaru. Dang it, I can't remember her name. It's the lady who does the music for all of the Disney wannabe Final Fantasy. What am I thinking of here? Why can't I say the name? It's got Cloud in it, and Mickey, and Goofy, and
Oh,
they
you think
freaking. It's
Kingdom,
just.
Kingdom Hearts?
Thank you.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, Hitada Hikaru.
Wow.
Hikaru. I can't remember her name, but
I
anyways,
don't know
that.
how he makes that association. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Anyways, that chick, the chick who does the music for those games, like that. I love those. I love the music. She's got a great voice.
I don't remember the name of the song, but I do recall, like, again, this goes back to Tales of Symphonia. I downloaded the entire Tales of Symphonia album, which was like over 1,000 songs because it was all like original in-game music, and they have like these 30-second snippets of little things that are in between scenes. So it's like that even got counted as being part of the like OST, and it took me. I remember it taking me like a week to actually find the song that I was looking for from the game, but I don't remember what it was called because there were so many of them. It's been so long since I've had that. So.
All right.
Mine's Grand Theft Auto. That's how I got into 80s music.
Grand Theft Auto was great.
Yo, wait. And then me and my buddy used to play it, and we always be like, yo, put on V-Rock, man. And then, like, when you get older, you're like, there's so much more than just V-Rock, man. There was, like, Wave 103 that played, like, Bryan Adams, and I was like, oh, my God.
I always intentionally tried to find the commercials because I loved the commercials. There was, like, Rusty Brown's donut holes.
Yo,
The Womp Womps.
You remember Knife After Dark?
Dude, I love all of them.
You remember Knife After Dark?
Oh, I can't remember, but it's been a while. But yeah,
Knife After Dark. And then there was Giggle Cream.
Giggle Cream, yeah.
Oh,
The
Giggle
womp,
Cream.
Womp, 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 womp,
Yeah.
womp, womp, womp. That's what we like to hear.
I used to do that in school. I like have my own little radio show, and then they'd be like, "We will be right back after this." And then like the way I edited it was like Giggle Cream, and then like it was an actual ad. And then I'd listen back to it, and I'd be like, "Very good, Sam. Producing could be in your future."
Thank you. That's so original. Where did you come up with that?
Hey, Quick Draw McGraw.
Quick Draw
Quick Draw
McGraw.
McGraw.
What's
Top Down GTA was awesome. What's that one? The Top Down GTA.
It was like one of the first ones.
I was gonna say that seems like a GTA 3 kind of a thing.
RK Pop, welcome.
Oh, where's Arcade?
I actually think 3
Oh.
was one of the first ones to actually be like a 3,
Yeah, it was. It was the third one.
like third
Yeah.
person point of view.
But he never spoke though. Claude Speed, you notice that? Like, I was like, is this guy gonna speak at some point? And like, never did.
They saved a lot of money on voice actors that way.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, yo, that just gave me the feels. This guy talking about Giggle Cream and like everything else. Anyways, so have you ever wanted to live in a world from a video game, and if so, which one and why?
Well, I'd love to live in Vice City.
Yes!
Get the hell out of
I
here.
mean, the self-explanatory answer right there, man.
Hey, Justin, you got a little bit of brown stuff right here. Just FYI, like wipe
Giggle
that
Cream.
off. It's
Sorry, I
Giggle
was eating
Cream.
some Rusty Brown's donut holes. I just love licking around the outside and thrusting my tongue in the center.
Oh my god, I totally remember all this. Oh my god. And then Tommy Burnett, he'd be like, go shower with the guys.
Getting some soul ice.
What was the question?
You know,
again? My bad.
What world would you live in if you could live in a video game
Vice
world?
City, that's like the best answer. Other than Vice City, if you ever got the chance to live in a video game world, which one would it be and why?
I'm obsessed with the zombie apocalypse. I feel like one day it's gonna happen. So State of Decay. That would be my world.
Why not like Back for Blood?
No, I don't want running zombies. Screw that.
Did they have running zombies in State of Decay?
They ran
What are
too
you talking
fast.
about?
State of Decay doesn't run that fast. Not as fast as Back for Blood.
They'd be running
Those-
a lot
those
faster in real
bastards-
life, I'll tell you
Those
that right
bastards
now.
sprint. Nobody wants a sprinting zombie. Okay.
It's funny. I wasn't around in the 80s, but when I played Vice City and I was like listening to all this, I'm like, this is what the 80s was like? Oh my god, why wasn't I alive yet? Come on, Mom and Dad. Why couldn't I have been alive for this?
You've ruined my
Couldn't have
life.
been sooner. Come on.
Get to run into like Sonny Forelli and Tommy Vercetti and Phil and Lance Vance.
Everybody's driving around their white Lamborghinis.
Yeah, that was Lance Vance's car. Anyways, I played that in the game way too much. Oh, there's someone's dog. Which video? I feel weird asking this now. Which video game character do you most wish you were like?
Doom guy.
Doom guy.
I'm gonna say Hitman.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. You can make a good living.
I can get you.
Though.
Yes, that's very true. I'll be straight faced.
James Bond. I forgot about that. I want to be like James Bond. Push it, go. Shaken, not stirred.
Xbox.
You want to shake
Xbox
Do I
or
look like I give a
PlayStation?
damn? Xbox.
Xbox or PlayStation? Which one?
Xbox.
Oh, Xbox. Okay, awesome.
Wow, why Xbox?
Because it's the best.
I will continue to give Microsoft my money until after I die.
Yep, that's true.
Like, are we talking OG Xbox?
Or the new Xbox.
All of it.
All of them.
Whatever. Even the ones that aren't released yet. I'll pre-order all of them. Xbox, send me all the pre-orders.
Yeah, just send me the pre-order slip. I'll fill it out. It's cool.
Yeah.
Pre-order.
Can we get a life membership? Is there can you just create a life membership, please? Like, that'd be great.
Right?
Can you make it for 5 years after I die? Like, that'd also be great. Continue taking my money, please.
Please.
You know what another good game was? Driver 3. I don't know if you guys remember that one. You just drive around Istanbul. And then if you did something dramatic, it would like stop and it would go like slow-mo and your car would like turn and stuff. And I'd be like, this is a crazy cool game. I love Driver 3.
I think one of the most underrated games that I ever played that was a driving game was Stunt Driver.
Oh, yes.
And basically the whole thing was like you were to do the stunt scenes in a movie. So like you had to pass close to objects, and like the more you did, the more stunts you did, the more you strung along the scene and the more points you had.
Yeah.
And it's just like there were certain things you had to do, like reverse 180 and then hit the e-brake, stop before you run into the lava, blah, blah, jump the gap, whatever. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good game. I really enjoyed that game. I used to have it.
Nice.
Lots of
one game
on that one.
One racing game I really liked was Burnout. Burnout was my jam.
Oh yeah.
Burnout was the best, right?
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Demolition mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because I didn't have an Xbox or PlayStation. I still don't. But like, I'd go over to somebody and they were a little bit older than I was, and they'd be playing all these games, and I'd be like, I am learning things for later in life.
Thank you, Quick Drama Girl.
Justin looks like the NPC that Oh my god.
Thank you, Arcade.
Did you guys? I don't mean to go off topic. Did you guys ever hear that rumor? Like early Xbox would have like that chip, and it would like burn your Xbox if it got too hot. Do you know the one I mean?
The red ring.
Red ring of death.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
360, yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
people would always talk about that. I'm like, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really true?
Yes.
And your Xbox would catch on fire?
It wouldn't catch on fire.
It would just
stop
working.
Yeah, I figured that, but I'm like,
it just stopped working.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they extended the warranty by
on
3
fire.
years. I actually had to send in my Elite twice, my 360 twice, because it happened twice. And I was like, oh, thank God you guys are still doing this for free.
That was true. Arcade remembers.
Yeah, everybody remembers.
Oh my god, yay. Okay, so I've noticed you guys have been playing Back for Blood compared to Left 4 Dead. How does this franchise do it justice?
I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, even though those games are pulled from the same franchise, like in style wise, like obviously if you play Left 4 Dead, you can see the similarities in Back for Blood. But if I had to put a thing on it and I never played Left 4 Dead, I would say it's a completely different game. Like the whole card system that they set up, the way that just different things. Like, so as an example, in Left 4 Dead, when you use the handgun, you had unlimited ammo. It didn't matter. Like, your handgun always had unlimited ammo. In this now, you can actually run out of ammo and you're screwed.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, so the only time you get unlimited ammo is when you drop to the ground in Back 4 Blood. That's the only time it switches to the little infinity symbol and you get unlimited ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which at that point it doesn't matter. You're dead.
Yeah, it definitely has like the reminiscent of the same art style, but like yeah, the gameplay as far as like they have a card system that allows you to get perks and stuff, and it's really strange. So.
Oh, okay.
But overall, it's a great game. I think personally, it's fun.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'd recommend it.
Two boys in the pops.
2 boys in the pops. Thank you.
Yeah, look at this guy getting 1,000.
Yeah, this morning I hit 1,000.
Oh, congratulations, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm part of the 1K club.
It's too bad Diva got there before you, but it's all the same. Johnny Knoxville in the building. That's me. Anyways, that's another one they should make, like a Jackass pop, like Johnny Knoxville. They're probably
gonna.
Yeah.
How do they not already have one of those? That doesn't make any sense.
Weird.
Right.
Okay. So, I think you guys answered this earlier, but for those that are just joining us, out of all the Resident Evil games you guys have played, which one do you like the best?
4. Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, technically 5's the only one I've ever beaten, so.
Really?
But I own all of them. I've owned all of them on several platforms, actually. Just never beat them. Just never sat down and was like, I'm gonna beat this today. Mm-hmm. No.
Mm-hmm.
2 boys in the pops. Love that Chucky in the back. I do see. I thought that was Chucky at the beginning.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, it says "See you in hell" is what it actually says on it.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a
nice.
I don't think I've ever seen any Chucky's, like Child's Play, or coming from somebody that hasn't seen Star Wars.
Shut up.
Like,
wait, the new
That's
or
what I
old
thought.
Star Wars?
Or
just Star
all
Wars
of them.
period. Oh wow! How do you live under a rock? How do you live? How is that even possible?
and this guy gives me
Just not a big Star Wars fan.
It's all good. I don't. Disney ruined it for me, so it's
They're
all
bringing
good.
the Resident Evil 4 to the Oculus. It's supposed to be real crazy.
Oh, dude, no, they already did release it. They just released Resident Evil 4 for the VR. It looks amazing. They actually did make some changes to it too, so it's not the exact same. They did make a few changes, so it looks really cool. I want to get it so bad. The fourth one though is the only one I played on Nintendo GameCube, and then I switched over to the Wii when they had the crazy motes. Oh gosh, it was so much fun. I loved it.
Those are the only 2 systems I have is like GameCube and Wii.
I like the GameCube. The Wii kind of like doesn't. I don't like it.
The Wii takes getting used to. That sounds so weird. But
I mean,
But
the Wii was designed for like kids and their parents, like
It
a
was
thing
a
for
family
something
console,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a family console. Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
made with gamers in mind, unfortunately.
They advertised the Wii to old people. Let's put it that way.
you can get your exercise. What I gotta ask, what color was your GameCube? Like black or purple?
It's the purple one. It's actually still sitting over here.
I had a
Oh,
black
okay. Yeah, I have the black one too.
I have a. I don't even remember what my color is.
Purple,
I
I
haven't
think?
played it in so long.
I know.
I think it's purple. I think.
I wanted the platinum one, but
I know everybody
couldn't
did.
afford any paint.
I know. I remember I told people I had the black game. They were like, what? And I'm like, yeah, everybody got black. They're like, no, mine's purple. Mine's purple. And then some people had the platinum one, and I'm like, cool, I'm different. Love it.
I'm different.
Anyways,
Wave birds, that's all I gotta say.
what video game have you? What is that word?
You see?
I can't read that. What's that word right there?
What video games have you
What does that say?
loaded to? Her writing's really bad.
I know. Holy cow! This 1980s cursive thing, like, like when I went to school, we didn't do cursive. Yo, I can't read that. Do you have a kind? Put it down in the chat, please. I can't read it. You see what I mean? I can't read that.
Okay, I can kind of get it. What video game was the hardest or challenging to beat?
The hardest or challenging?
Um,
I know this is gonna sound really stupid, but when I was a kid, Lion King on the NES, the Super NES. It really was.
Okay.
It was hard as crap, dude. I remember it. Freaking having to run through the freaking wildebeests and no.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Devil May Cry 3 on the PlayStation 2.
Ooh.
Because
wow.
the first one that they released, they had like messed up the difficulty, so like the American version of normal was actually like the Japanese hard version, so it was like stupidly crazy hard, and it was just like, I gotta beat it. That's all I gotta beat it.
I gotta beat it.
I don't have a choice. I gotta beat it.
Yeah.
I remember the hardest game for us was that Mickey Mouse game. Remember?
No, that one I beat. The hardest game was Dead Island. I still haven't beat it. Like that's the worst.
Is that the one you and I played?
Yeah, with the island.
Yeah,
that was the worst.
I still haven't beaten that game either.
You beaten that?
No, it's so hard.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
It's just like it's so hard to find weapons, and it's just so many zombies out sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that game was difficult.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know.
LJ the Geek, thank you for stopping in. Or being
Hello,
here.
LJ.
Cursive is for lazy bones, in my opinion.
So what's more important, story or action for a game?
Ooh.
Good question.
That's a tough one because like it depends on the game, right?
Yeah.
Like is it story driven or is it like meant to be played? So like Call of Duty, right? Like that's an action game. There's no storyline there. Like you know what you're getting into when you play that crap. Versus Gears of War, there is an actual storyline, but it's also still action packed. So like you know what I mean? It's kind of like
Kind of has to have a good mixture of both. You know?
Yeah, I'd probably say 50-50. But
yeah,
first, I like the action. Storylines are good.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Is there a game that's labeled bad, but is actually your secret guilty pleasure? They're thinking.
Give me a second. I probably should go look at my shelf.
You're like every game he owns. Like
Yeah, practically. But
Oh my God.
there was a game for the GameCube called Chibi Robo, and
Don't know.
it's you can't find it anymore. It's super hard. But it was like you were basically a house slave that went around cleaning up stuff. You were just a big sucker the whole time, and I love it. I've played it so many times. It's so bad though.
Were you able to beat it?
Yeah, I've beaten it several times.
Nice.
I honestly
So
can't
we
think
have
of-
a few.
I can't think of what.
Or that's a good one right there.
Yeah,
Two boys in the car.
yeah. I want to. So two boys and their pops have a couple questions.
So we'll just put it up on the screen.
So we're gonna put it up on the screen for you guys.
There it is.
There it is.
Honestly, personally, I would love to see a game that's able to mix all horror genres in one. I've seen games that try to pull off stuff like that, but I've never seen a game perfectly pull it off. So I'd love to see a game that's what was that movie? It was a bunch of kids that had to save the world from like Dracula, Frankenstein. Dang it, why can I not think of it? It's a classic 1980s, it's like 85, 86. Dang it, I can't think of it. Anyways, maybe Justin will look it up. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways,
I'm
whatever.
looking up in my brain right now to see if I can.
I can
think of what
see
you're
that. I
talking
can.
about.
Can you get Google Move It? Thank you. Yes, Monster Squad. Monster
Yeah.
Squad. I would love to see a game made like Monster Squad, where it's literally all the monsters combined into one game.
Right.
I was thinking Monster House. You know that cartoon where they go in that house that eats people?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the Monster House one, that animated one.
I would like to see a horror game from the perspective of like Jason Voorhees just going around killing a bunch of people. Like his only objective is to complete his actual tasks from the movies. Like,
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, it'd be kind of crazy. I think you must go kill your entire family. All right, let's do it.
So this is the second question from Two Boys and Their Pops.
What video game would you enjoy? Oh, seeing them make into a movie.
Dead by Daylight does not, because they made their own Friday the 13th video game at the same time that they made Dead by Daylight, and then the Friday the 13th game got basically canceled.
There was a lawsuit. There was a lawsuit.
So yeah.
There was a lawsuit
Unfortunately,
against
he did
them.
not make it to the Dead by Daylight series. However,
I did hear a rumor that potentially that lawsuit did get settled, so Jason may end up in DBD. Well, yet to be determined. Okay, big screen Hollywood though for a game. I do enjoy honestly one that they've already made that I would love them to remake, if that's okay, would be Doom. I would love them to make a legit actual Doom movie, not the one that they made in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I'd like them to redo the Assassin's Creed movie and potentially actually make a good
Prince of
series
Persia
out of that. Oh,
they
man.
should redo Prince of Persia. That was horrible. I enjoyed that movie, but they should redo it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Retro Star 25. He just said, "Hope you guys are having an awesome day and awesome week." The week's
Thank you.
almost over.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Getting close.
Well, for some people, it's already Friday.
Right.
Yeah, you can read that.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that. That's embarrassing to read for me.
If you
You'll know why I'm in it.
If you could have any video game character as your
Bestie.
best friend, who would it be?
Vivi from Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, nice.
Link.
Link?
Link from Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say like Zelda Link.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just hang out, go fishing. Shit. Maybe beat up on a big horse pig thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Marvel
up the
Cuphead,
castle.
welcome.
See what's going on. with
Cuphead. What a
Zelda.
game that was.
Yeah, that was a good game.
No,
I thought that was a
I've not
kid's
seen
game,
that
and then
movie.
people
It's
started
a
playing
movie.
it, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't know a kid game.
I'd love to, though.
okay.
I'd watch it.
We are done with
With the game questions, now we're going to have some random fun questions.
Ooh.
if
Uh-oh.
if you
If you could.
if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Somewhere in the mountains.
Where's that?
Any mountains. I don't care.
Any
Mountains.
mountain.
The Montana mountains, the Utah mountains.
Doesn't matter to me.
What?
All
I
of
don't live
them.
in Ireland.
Yes.
Vice City seems like a happening place.
Hey, it doesn't count. It's not real life.
Yeah, it is. Vice City is Miami. Vice City is basically like Scarface. Like that's
That's a good
what it
question,
is.
Retro Gaming Star 20.
It is very true.
Yeah,
I like that.
they have made a movie about
Ooh.
Sonic.
No.
No,
He's
Mega
saying
Man.
that they should make a Mega Man movie because they made a Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
I give that
That'd be-
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, what video
It's
game?
because I
Oh,
live in
here.
the mountains. Batman.
We have one from.
They just answered that.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, the retro gaming
Okay,
one.
good,
They
good.
just answered that.
All right.
Did you both answer that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said that would be legit.
You can read that one.
Okay. What do you think some changes Dead by Daylight could make to bring the game back from the dead? I came over when this was made. This question.
Wait, say that one more time. Repeat that again. Sorry.
I don't know. It's so confusing. What do you think some changes Dead by Daylight could make to bring the game back from the dead?
Well, honestly, first off, let me correct your statement by saying the game is not dead. And secondly, like, the game is like insanely popular. It's crazy. If you go over on Twitch, like literally Dead by Daylight, it's like everywhere. People watching it, it's crazy. But if there's one thing that I think that they could change, they need to offer a system so it's not pay to unlock the characters. If they could figure out a way to where you could get like in-game currency or something by doing certain things, I don't know, something like that, because a lot of their characters are behind paywalls, so you have to pay for everything. So not only I will admit I didn't pay $60 for that game. I assume somebody in the world did pay $60 for that game, right? So imagine paying $60 and then every character that comes out is like what, $20 per character. So then by the end of DBD career, you've paid like $200+ for a game. It just to me, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, probably take down the paywalls. Yeah, that would be probably one thing to help it, for sure.
Take down the paywalls.
There's only one game I've ever paid to play. I'm embarrassed to say this. RuneScape. I always remember that.
Yeah.
I remember RuneScape.
You guys remember RuneScape?
Yeah. I never played RuneScape, but I know a lot of people that did.
I spent way too much money on that Castle Crashers. I hate to say it, but it was well over $200.
I don't remember that. I just remember you had to pay to be a member. That's it.
Yeah, you didn't have to pay to be a member. It was like you could buy like jewels and coins and to get like upgrades and unlocks. It was completely pointless. Literally, it was wasting money for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what most of those games are. I just described every game in the world. No,
I mean, you described every mobile game, but yeah.
I love RuneScape. I got to level 73, and then my account got hacked. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm in grade 11 now. Like, it's time to not play RuneScape.
Man, I worked with guys that were still playing RuneScape. They're like, I'm on my phone playing old school RuneScape. What's up? Like,
yeah, apparently RuneScape sucks now. And everybody was like, "Yo, Zezima, yeah, we love Zezima." And we're like, "Calm down, like he's a nerd that just played that nonstop." I'm sorry, Zezima, if you're here, but
hey, Shorty's Gateway.
Okay, wait, just really quickly to respond to Quick Draw's thing, because yeah, if they took down the paywalls, how are they going to continue to keep paying the people? We've thought about this. They've already made so much money. That's like Fortnite, right? Fortnite literally could stop doing their membership services or whatever they're doing to get people, and they've already made a boatload of money that they could probably survive for the next 10 years at making zero money. So these people for Dead by Daylight, don't feel sorry for them. Okay, these people are making boatloads of money off of people like me, because I did buy a character, but still, I mean, technically Justin bought it for me, but still, regardless, like people are buying all the characters. So if you're spending $20 and they've released 10 new characters, I mean that's over $100 like per person. So that's a lot of money. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
No, I like that. I never got into Fortnite. I never understood it. I was like, I know what you need to do, but I'm like, I could not be addicted.
I played it once on my phone. I was like, no, not my thing.
Not my cup of tea.
I've downloaded it and then never played it and then deleted it and felt really good about myself afterwards. So yeah.
Yes. That's hilarious. I did the same thing. Me and my brothers were supposed to play it, and I downloaded it, never turned it on, and deleted it.
Thank you, LJ the Geek. Thank you, Nadia. And welcome, James Geppy Geppy.
Geppy Geppy.
James Geppy
Geppy.
Geppy.
Okay. So our next question. Ooh, I like this one. If a genie gave you 3 wishes, what would you wish upon?
More wishes.
I always say that too. Can I have 3 more? Like, make it.
No, I would just be like, give me infinite wishes. All right, let's go.
I just say all the wealth in the world, and then I'll just redistribute it to everybody. evenly.
Oh.
Two boys and their pops. If Justin's hair was blonde, you could see him resembling David Spade. I like David Spade. What's wrong with David Spade? He was Dickie Roberts. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie, but it's a good movie.
Star Dickie Roberts.
Yo, yeah. I used to watch that. Man, I loved that movie as a kid.
Nadia, aka Little Mustard, subbed to Clouded Minds.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Nadia. We shall return.
Okay, I need the pen.
Oh, sorry.
I need my Frindle. That was another thing we did in school. It was a weird book. Anyways, if you could time travel, when and where would you go?
To the beginning of the universe, just so I could say I was there.
Then you could legitimately get a shirt that I saw it all. Like,
Yeah.
it would really be it.
I went to the beginning of the universe, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Well,
For me, I would say the Old West. I don't know why for some reason that just sounds like it just sounds so interesting
That's
to me.
good,
Like,
yeah.
like nothing happened back then. Well, obviously a lot of stuff happened back then, but the stuff that we're so used to today is nothing. Like, it's nothing. None of it existed. I remember as a kid, the only way you could call your best friend was from a landline that was at your house, and you couldn't take it with you. So, like, simpler times. I love simpler times.
Yeah, I get that.
the wild. Are we talking like the Clint Eastwood old movies? Like,
We're just talking about like Tombstone, like getting down in there.
Doc Hollywood.
I want to be Doc
Oh, okay.
Holliday. I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. What?
Dirty.
Of course, quick drama girl. Let's go back to the Wild West. You see his emoji? It's like a guy with a cowboy hat. I knew he would be down with that. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. That does make sense though. You got to put it like a little apostrophe above the e. I don't know what it's called, but like that makes it like super French.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Super French.
It's not French or something.
oui, oui. Je m'appelle. That's about all the French, and I can count to 10. So
Je ne sais pas.
I know fatigué means tired, and bibliothèque is a library. That's about as much French as I know.
Those are Spanish.
Bonjour, au revoir.
Biblioteca.
Yeah, those are Spanish. That is Spanish. Wrong
Oh.
hemisphere.
You guys are going to be Oh, Retro Star Gaming wants to come on as a guest one day.
We're all booked up until December, and December we're taking a break, but the next month we're going to start to book other guests. So
The new year.
The new year. We'll definitely think about you to be on our show.
You have to
What is it?
subscribe.
They made Night of the Living Dead. I didn't see that. An animated series? Wow. That's actually awesome.
Hold on.
Yeah. it's-
Living of the Dead.
Oh, Night of the Living Dead into an
Isn't
animated
it
series.
Night of the
Oh, that's it?
Animated Dead or something?
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
surprised you
Anyway.
can actually tell what this is right here, because it's like half out of the screen.
The font's very
Yeah, it's very.
reminiscent.
If you know what it was, you'll know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You just answered them. That's kind of
That's
the
right.
same answer, right?
It's for you, Justin.
Oh, is that Bubbly or Buble? Is that
No, it's
what
Bang.
that was?
Swirly pop.
Oh, okay. I was
Ready to bang it out.
like some Michael Bublé.
All the
I
gamers
also
drink that.
I had that
Michael Bublé.
earlier. Look, we're twins.
Twinning.
What is that? Aqua Twin powers activate. Anyway,
With our
before
powers
me.
Wonder
combined.
Twins. Wonder Twins.
One, that's
powers
it.
activate.
Yes, thank you.
Take form of bucket of water. Take form of giant gorilla. One always turns into an animal, and one always turns into some form of water.
Oh, is that how it worked? That was,
Yeah,
that was
that's
before I was
legit how
alive.
it works every time.
I only saw the Family Guy once. So.
He's like, turn into a tidal wave.
Do you hit the snooze button or wake up right away?
I don't set an alarm, so yeah, I have to wake up right away. Otherwise, things are gonna be bad.
Oh wow.
I hit the snooze several times.
I believe it. I've called him.
Hello.
Hey man, it's
I hate that when
8:15. Oh
people
shit!
call me. Oh, I'm still sound asleep at 8:15 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, you're working.
I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, I'm usually going to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's my sleepy Bobo time.
Bobo.
Yeah.
Who would play you guys in a movie of your life?
David Spade.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Freaking Gerard Butler. Hey, he said anybody. Gerard Butler. He can pull off this beard. Screw that.
I've actually changed my answer. You guys are gonna drop for this. Clint Eastwood would play me. Like 1960s Clint Eastwood, not today Clint Eastwood, where he's an angry old man that holds guns and racist and
Yeah, exactly.
good, bad, and the ugly. Get the hell off my lawn. Anyways, oh, here's my question.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. What famous male and female celebrity would you take to lunch?
Ooh.
Alive or dead or
so
alive?
John Krasinski
And it could be alive or dead.
John Krasinski
Halpert.
from the Office, and Claire Danes.
Oh wow.
Claire Danes. Oh, I think I know her. I've heard the name. Yeah, alive or dead, doesn't matter. You can take Marilyn Monroe if you want. Won't judge.
Charlie
Oh, we're
Chaplin.
Dang, I would do somebody else.
And Kim Novak.
Kim Novak. Oh, she's an old actress, I think.
Yeah, she was in a
I've heard the
bunch
name.
of old movies like Bringing Up Baby and stuff like that. So
Oh, okay. Kim Novak. 'Cause again, that's a Family Guy thing. Kim Novak. Carter Peter Schmidt.
eat this pinecone, Peter. Eat it.
Eat it,
No,
fat
thanks.
man. Eat the pie, fat man. Do it for Lewis. Do it, Brian.
Do it for Lewis.
Do it for Lewis.
Do it for Lewis. If you love Lewis,
woman.
then eat the pie.
Get back here and love me.
You cut my milk.
Come back here and love me.
It's a
Damn
liquid,
it.
sir. Freeze it, cut it, and then thaw it out.
We're going back to the OG Family Guy.
I didn't watch it past like I don't know season 10 or 11 when Meg started getting
Yeah.
a conscience or whatever was happening there.
Having a soul.
Yeah, where she was like, "I'm tired of being the one everybody beats up on," and then they like all
Yeah,
started
yeah.
fighting against each other, and it was just like,
Well, I know I've said it many times on here. The reason Brian got killed off is because Seth MacFarlane's done with it.
yeah, I mean,
So, I mean, like, I'm done with it too. I was like, Brian, we had a run, but, sometimes enough's enough with the cuckoo. Okay, anyways, back to the questions and not the Stewie voice.
What's your favorite food?
pizza.
Pizza?
Man, pizza. Oh, Thai food. Pad Thai.
Oh, of course, it would be Thai food.
Yeah, Thai bangabitis.
Oh, Look at it. Look at Johnny Carson over here just dropping some Thai food and some jokes.
Hojo.
Hojo.
How are you, my friend?
Hojo in the dojo.
His content's great.
I just really want to say dojo today.
Dojo.
And now I'm happy I can. Dojo.
So, what's your favorite season? Fall,
Winter.
summer, winter. Oh, winter.
Winter.
It's cold.
I do like winter
I
as
like
well.
the cold.
I find
Really?
it easier to warm up than to get cooled.
I like
There's
fall
something about
because you
making
get the
fires.
middle. Yeah, I like fall because you get the
Oh.
middle ground of warm and hot. I mean, cold. So it's like it's not too hot. It's not too cold.
Yeah. I agree.
Obviously,
That's a good time.
obviously summer. Hot girl summer. You don't hear hot girl winter. You don't hear hot girl spring. You don't hear hot girl fall.
I don't even know what a hot girl summer is. So all right.
I mean, we have heard of a hot girl falling, so Hot girls fall all the time.
It's I don't know if I can say what hot girl summer is. It's basically girls that wear like Daisy Dukes and tank tops and yeah, it's hot girl summer. All the hotties come out.
Hairy leg winter. I like
Hair
that.
Lake winter. No shave November.
That's Sasquatch winter. That's Sasquatch winter. Hairy Lake winter. It takes me a second for the comment. Hojo knows what's good already.
That's what's up.
What's your favorite animal?
An eagle.
Tigers.
Eagle. Tigers.
I love
Mine
eagles.
is- Who are you?
I have two questions. Well, a gazelle. Are penguins considered birds?
Yes.
I feel like I'm just opening up a whole can
Yeah.
of worms.
It's a bird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they're
penguins
birds.
can't fly.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Neither can an
Yeah,
ostrich, but it's still a bird too.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah,
And an
yeah, but
emu.
ostriches are scary. So,
Well, I mean, have you ever been face to face with a penguin?
I know the Pittsburgh Penguins, but like, does that count?
Are they a hockey team?
Yeah,
That sounds like pretty scary shit right there.
basically the Pittsburgh Birds.
For a hot second, I thought he was about to say the Mighty Ducks. He's all like, dude, I know the Mighty Ducks.
Those aren't penguins.
Hey, gaming with
Emmer
Cole.
ducks.
Gaming with.
Thank you for coming in.
Okay, I learned something today. Penguins are birds. Okay.
Oh, okay. This one's a fun one. If you guys had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh God, I was just thinking about this today too. I'm serious though. I was like, if I could have a superpower, what would it be? Would you consider looking through your entire skull a superpower, like just 360-degree vision? That would be sweet.
Yeah.
That would be some sweet superpowers right there. Nothing can sneak up behind you.
I'd say invincibility.
I was gonna go with that.
Did you
too.
say cheap? Did you say it's cheap? Get that letter.
I had two boys in their props. They are an aquatic, flightless birds. You know what? You know what I would want? Invisibility. But you guys remember? I think it was the first Harry Potter, like the invisibility cloak, and he's going through the woods and stuff. This is way back. That's what I would want. I want the Harry Potter invisibility cloak. Big shout out to Dobby, by the way. If you guys remember Dobby, he's like, I'm Dobby.
Yeah.
And he's got
I'm
ears.
Dobby. Yeah, the
Read all
little.
the books.
He's like, I've
yeah.
ironed my hands, Mr. Potter.
You gave me a sock.
Yes! I forgot about that. That's been
How
a
he gets
fun
free.
one.
So,
Working the
this
Christian at Hogwarts.
I think
And then he dies.
So this question's from D of a Kind. Halloween's coming up. Are you guys getting dressed up? And what are you guys planning to dress up as?
If you are.
I'm gonna be a zombie.
Nice.
Not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank God. Me
He
neither.
is dressed
I
up.
can-
I am dressed up right now as a homeless hobo for Clouded Night. I spent all my money on this merch, and now I'm homeless.
You'd
be like Jim, a 3-hole leg.
Yeah. I'll put 3-hole punch. Yeah, I'll be 3-hole punch me.
That was his idea for me. How
Exactly.
am
I
gonna do
did.
that
I told him to do that. I was like, just cut out 3 pieces of paper. You could be 3-hole punch Justin. It'll be good.
Nice.
So what's your favorite cartoon growing up?
Ooh,
There's so many.
there were quite a few. Probably Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers.
Dexter's
I think I've heard of them,
Laboratory.
yeah. Dexter's Laboratory?
You idiot. Get out
So
of my
Two
lap.
Boys in the Pops. What is your favorite?
What is Ty's favorite movie zombie?
Zombie movie.
Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I do like
That's a
the.
movie zombie.
I'm gonna say Dawn of the Dead. Because I like
the new or the original.
Okay, well I do like the remake, but the original because they had Bob the Zombie. I mean, if you're familiar with the movie at all, you'll know who that is. But the zombie, like Bob the Zombie, that whole concept of like them trying to explore that the zombies actually still could somewhat think for themselves.
Right.
to me was really interesting. And that's the only time in all of the movies that George Romero like gives the slight inclination that the zombies actually have brains.
Isn't that Land of the Dead?
No, what's Dawn of the Dead? It's when they're in the mall. Or no, sorry, that's Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
It's the one where they go under.
I don't remember Bob.
My bad.
I've
Okay.
seen both of them.
Okay, my bad. Dawn of the Dead is the mall because they remade the mall. It's not Land of the Dead. It's
Day of the Dead?
Day of the Dead. Thank you. Sorry. Yes, Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. That's the one. I like Day of the Dead.
He doesn't even know which one's his favorite.
I
That's how
know.
much
It's
he likes it.
horrible. Ah! It feels so horrible. Yeah. No. Day of the Dead though. That's the one.
Okay.
There's like people in the chat. Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead.
Yeah, I know.
That's the
Like,
only
Day of the
one. I
Dead, you
think-
idiot!
Well, Day of the Dead is the only one they didn't actually redo. There's no remake of Day of the Dead. They made a second Day of the Dead. They made like a continuation, but they never remade it.
Isn't there a day of that somewhere? I want to say in Mexico, it's like Day of the Dead, and they dress up.
The
And like,
undead, yeah.
oh,
De Las Mortes,
yeah.
something. De Las Mortes, something. Yeah,
Yeah,
Day of the
Day-
Dead.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Yay, people know what I mean.
Yeah.
I explain it so terribly, and people are like,
So, what is an animal that you're scared of, or not a big fan of?
Ooh, tarantulas.
Sharks.
That's not really an animal.
And
That's a
swimming
bug.
pools.
Oh, we're talking about an animal that. Something that would really freak me out, probably like a jaguar or a leopard.
Oh, okay.
penguins are scary. No.
Slide.
Well, at least a penguin you could kick it and run away. Like a jaguar, now you're screwed. Like there's no
Yeah.
running.
Tiger jumps on you and mauls your face off. You're done.
Yo,
Yeah, that'd be my.
lion. Chimpanzees do that. I think a chimpanzee did that to a woman. Like they literally ripped her face off.
Oh yeah.
They kept it as a pet, or
Yeah, it was the lady's
Is
pet.
chimpanzee's name
Yeah.
Collector?
No. It was her pet though. Yeah, she was doing an interview with somebody, and the monkey had
It was
taken her
Oprah.
face off during the interview.
Oh wow.
Oh no, it wasn't during her interview. This was like I think everything is Oprah. Shout out Oprah, by the way, because we can. But no, and then Oprah's asking like 20 questions. They're like, "Why do you have a chimpanzee? And how are you feeling?" Like, shut up, Oprah. They got their face mauled. Like, leave her alone. Damn it, Oprah. Anyways. Yeah.
So we're coming to the end of our questions. So what is your future plans for your YouTube channel going forward?
Keep making cartoons. What's up? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, a whole lot.
I
of
mean,
stuff.
ideally, I think our main goal is to obviously make something that everybody likes, and then our second goal beyond that would be hopefully one day to get picked up by, I don't know, Adult Swim, Amazon, Netflix. I mean, we'll take any of you.
Anybody? Hello, hi.
Hello, we're here. Bang. Also, we can
I
get a
thought you were gonna say-
sponsorship from Bang. That'd be amazing as well.
I literally thought you were going to say Cartoon Network, and I'd be like, yo, I don't think that's still around, Cartoon Network.
Do you want to elaborate on your cartoon a little bit for the people that don't know about it?
Yeah, so we created a cartoon called Clouded Minds, the series, and it's basically these two brains directly above me in animated form talking.
And then also below his face.
Yes, also here on my chest. No, but anyways, it's just a wacky and crazy adventures. Some of it actually is real life, which is actually kind of ironic. So the whole concept of it was supposed to be kind of like you're following the story of Ty Lord, which is me. You're following my story as I'm going along. Justin kind of pops into the scene, which is then like Clouded Minds comes together. So the concept of the story of the show is kind of like Clouded Minds is an actual show on the show. Like, so we're an actual YouTubers as brains, but like within this, yeah, it's like Inception. So we're kind of, so things that have actually happened in the show have happened in real life, but people obviously wouldn't know that if you know, you wouldn't know that from watching it. So it's pretty interesting. So some of the stuff is actually real life. Some of the stuff is all made up. But as far as it goes, I mean, we're just having fun with it. It's all original. Like nothing we've done. I mean, obviously cartoons have been done a billion times, and most stuff isn't original. But the stuff that we're trying to like legitimately pull off is stuff that like hasn't been done. If that makes sense.
They're all original storylines that we've come up with.
Yeah, they're all original storylines. They're not like, you know how Simpsons will rip off Family Guy, will rip off South Park, will rip off, like we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't hold us to that being like.
Yeah. Not yet.
We may one day hit a roadblock and be like, you know what would be a good idea? Let's go grab an obscure Simpsons episode. No one will know. No one will know.
That's some shade right there. Okay. No, the second one. Okay, so here's another question from two boys and their pops. And is it up? There it is.
It's up.
If somebody wants to get into animation creation for YouTube, my best advice is to just kind of like take it down to the basics. Like when we first started our stuff, we created the brains with the mouths, and they had a closed mouth, and they had an open mouth, and they had like an even more open mouth, and then we would record our lines, we'd put that down, and then I would just make the mouths open and close to the words, and that's the start of how it all happened. And then as time grew and I progressed and I learned more about animation and how to do like the program animate and everything else, just don't let your imagination stop you from being able to do what you want to do, because like I'm doing things that I never thought I would be able to do at this point, and it's because of like the programs that I've gotten into and I've learned about. So just constantly keep learning, never stop learning, and just keep pushing forward to do the things that you want to do. So
also, if there's one thing I can say about it is like don't give up either. It is really frustrating and can be time consuming, like overly time consuming. So there are going to be times if you do it that you'll get really frustrated and be like, why did I decide to do this? But like the final outcome is obviously what you're looking for, so stick with it. That's all I could say. Just stick with it. Don't give up. And if you're somebody who doesn't know anything at all about animation, just as an FYI, being on YouTube, how funny is that? You can actually find YouTube videos on how to do it. So if you don't know how you're to do it or nothing, like go find a YouTube video. Guaranteed you'll find one.
The programs that I would recommend follow up, it looks like. Is,
I was about to ask
Adobe.
that, yeah.
Yeah. I use Adobe Photoshop, Animate, Media Encoder, and Premiere, and I take elements of all of those and then build it into Premiere, and it's just like, it's a huge process. It's very time consuming. The first, I want to say, what was it, 2 minutes, like 2 minute and 30-second video that we made, it took almost 2 days to complete, and that was me getting up at like 8 a.m., working till 8 p.m., and then stopping, so 12-hour days, so 2 12-hour days to complete a.
But that was the first
project.
one, yeah.
Yeah, that was the
2 minutes.
first one, and it's since like now it's funny because like my projects still are very time consuming, but the more stuff that I'm cramming into that time is like a lot more condensed and better in my opinion.
Well, just as an example, right? It took him 2 days to do a 2-minute segment. Our first episode, the segment of episode 3.5, the trivia night, it took him basically 24 hours to complete 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So like he got way faster.
So I'm getting more done
more and
in
more.
the same amount of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all getting so crazy. So yeah, Adobe is the one that I typically go to, that I do all the stuff, all the building in and all that.
So did you self-teach yourself? That's bad grammar. Or did you go to school for it?
I have no formal education in animation, no. Wow. So it's all self-taught. It's all like from the artist's perspective of how like, lights are reflected off of certain surfaces, and they do this and they do that, and that's like where my headspace has been for like the last few months, is like trying to just apply all of the artistic stuff that's in my head to the animation. So
right.
The only Adobe I know how to use is Audition, and then when I learned it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, Animate was definitely one of the hardest programs to learn, because there's so many different elements to it, and making mouths move and eyes blink and eyes move, and then characters move after that is just like, okay, let's go.
Yes.
Nice. So you said it used to take you like 24 hours. How long does it kind of take you to do now, depending on how long it is, I guess?
Well, I mean, yeah, it depends on how long it is. For instance, the last 16-minute episode that we made, which was the longest one that we made, it took me probably, I'd say, about a week once I got all of the elements together. And that's just me sitting down, rendering people together, putting all of the elements that we have, like, so that's backgrounds, like cars, other characters that are just walking around, products that we make, like we made spray cans for bird repellent in one episode, and that had the emblem for one of the people on it, and then I made 6 of those, and then I had a character bring those up and set them down on a table, and that's like all that stuff took me probably like, I don't know, a week or so to do all of that. But I mean, again, that's after waiting for people to record lines, and then not only that, but we're making characters, and we're constantly making new backgrounds and putting other like making all the little details that you see throughout the entire world. So it's a lot of world building.
Yeah, it's always evolving.
Yeah.
Every episode is different. You'll notice little things that you didn't notice before.
Yeah, like just
if you're paying attention.
The last episode is the first one we had them start blinking in.
Mm-hmm. Well, also too, people started. Yeah, people started getting hair, mustaches, blinking, more movement.
Nice. That's incredible. You didn't go to school for it, and you were just able to like, wow.
Yeah, that is correct.
That's just wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just keep applying more and more. I learn more about the programs. I'm like, oh, cool, I can do this. That makes this easier. Sweet. All right, let's do this now. All right.
You ever get frustrated when you're doing that and like you have to step away and then come back to it?
Yes, all the time. I mean, constantly. I mean, you're like something. So, for instance, one of the projects I had to make, I was making a big scene, and I got to a point where I had cut not enough, so I had a big gap of like just dead air, just people are just hanging out, and it's like, okay, this has to go away. So like, I delete part of it, and then I move it, and then like stuff will shift just like all over the place, and it's like, that was right where I wanted it. No.
Yeah.
And then it's like an hour's worth of work. Another frustrating thing is like, I have a Mac computer that I do most of my like rendering, or not rendering, but I do most of my building on, and then I bring over to my Windows computer. But before I learned that I had to do that, I had made an entire episode, and then when I rendered it on the Mac, it had glitched out at certain points in the episode, and then I had to come over into the Windows computer and rebuild all of those because the version of the program I was running on the Mac wasn't compatible with my Windows computer, and I was just like,
oh, that really sucks.
I got another question. Here comes a rage over question. Because I've used Adobe, and Adobe can be finicky, have you ever had something just completely corrupt?
I haven't had anything completely corrupt yet, which thankfully
I would.
I haven't. However, I have had the program crash on me in the middle of rendering. Tyler and I were on the phone one time. I was rendering like episode 2, and it was like 70%, and I just start going, oh man. And he's like, don't fuck with me, man. I'm like, no, I'm not. I swear to you, I'm not. My computer literally just crashed. And he's like, don't mess with me, man. Don't mess with me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So I had to restart my computer. I get it all completely restarted, and then I'm like, I open the file, and it's like the file version 1.0, as opposed to like the finished product where it was supposed to be. And I was like, dude, I just lost everything, man. I just lost everything. He's like, don't tell me that. And then I was like, all right, hey, wait. I've got an idea. And I go through like my auto premiere saves, and thankfully like it auto saved like before one minute detail had been changed. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's why my teachers always said that. They're like, always save your work in Adobe, man. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And then I'm glad I did sometimes. I was like, I don't have to do that much more work. Yeah.
So I saw the two boys. Can we get a Chucky inspired? Just really quickly. I know since we're talking about the cartoon, our next episode is actually going to be a Halloween-esque scary episode. It's a scary episode. It's going to be horror related. So here's just a quick little sneak peek. I don't know if you guys can you see it? Why is it?
Do you
Is
have
it too
green screen?
bright?
I think you have green screen on. I think you have a
No, we
green
can
screen.
see it. You're good. You're good.
Oh, it's a green brain.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You have to
Oh,
turn
it's
it
like
to filter
totally.
OBS.
It's like totally gone. Okay, well, it's not working. Dang it. But anyways,
I mean,
it's a zombie brain. Can you pull it up, Justin?
I
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, it'd be.
I just thought it'd be cool for everybody to see it.
If I had prepared something.
You're good.
Mark Hauser in the building.
What's
All
up,
right,
Mark?
we have one. Go ahead.
No, you said what's
Okay.
Who's
Do you have any questions for us?
Oh boy.
We did have one.
Yeah, we do have one. What was your very first pop that you ever got? Do
My
you
very
remember
first pop
when
was Gara from Naruto.
Ooh.
Do you remember where you got it from?
Yeah, EB Games.
Is that the one Diva Kind waited in line for?
No,
Oh.
that was way later in my collection.
Oh, okay.
Isn't he the fourth beast? Four-tailed beast?
I think, yeah,
Yeah, pretty sure.
I think so. He's a sand demon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sand
He's
demon.
freaking badass, is what he is.
Yeah.
And everybody knows the one I got. I won't say it again.
What was your first one?
We did have one more question. What made you get into pops? Like, what was your inspiration? Like, what was the first pop that you remember seeing that you're just like I gotta have it, and then it just like went from there.
It was we were going in for, I don't remember, I think it was Pokemon cards or a game, and we went to EB Games at the time. And then the Naruto pops were out, and I was like, I love this character. I got his logo on my arm. Yeah, you can't really see it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah.
better.
Yeah, and like I had to get the Funko Pop with him. Like me and Dee got our first Funko Pops together. I got the Gara, she got the Harley Quinn. So
Nice.
yeah, and then when I got my first Funko Pop, then the lockdown happened, and I was like, I'm bored. I got nothing to do. I'm gonna start collecting these Funko Pops and showing them off on my channel. So that's what happened.
It's like one of the only ones I have.
Oh,
Yeah,
joking.
my
Nice.
Green screen's
No.
on, so you can't see his hair.
It's
No, I
green,
see. It looks
obviously.
like it's blue. It looks like it's blue. But...
Well, that's because the green screen.
Oh, okay.
But like my name was never when I first started. It wasn't Johnny Funko. It was Killer Zombie 666 back in the day. And
Oh.
I used to do video games, and it didn't take off. I was at 7 subscribers for months and months and months, and I was like, I have to change something. So I changed into Funko collecting and doing podcasts and other things like that.
Yeah.
I know the podcast was
1,000
kind of mine.
subscribers today, so what's up?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Right?
Oh. I was the one that kind of came up with the podcast idea. I was like, we should like do something like that. So
I thought about the podcast.
I
and it
did.
just-
No, I remember I brought my little microphone over and I was talking on it, and I'm like, "You want to talk about your Funko Pops?" And you're like, "Yes." I'm like, "Do you
I'm
like
so
Funko
glad that
Pops?"
we don't have this. Like, so who came up with the title? Oh, well, that was me, and then he came up with the picture. We got it on lock. It's good.
Because I kind of wanted to do radio stuff, and I was like, podcasting, even though millions of people do it now.
Like, I had it in the back of my mind and then when you brought the mic, I was like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's do
He
it.
looks like he's in Springfield. That little green screen. I'm like, are you in Springfield? Like,
Yeah.
anyways.
Oh yeah, and Sad Bones was my very first podcast, like with a guest.
But she was.
Sad Bones?
She was our first
Sad
one
Bones?
with a guest. Yeah, Sad Bones.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
she's a great
That's awesome.
content creator. Yeah. So I think we're done. Yeah, we're done.
yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on the podcast.
Earth Homer.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. This was fun. We
Yeah.
took a trip down memory lane.
That's what we're good
Uh,
at.
There you go.
Sure.
Thank you, everybody in the chat, for staying along and enjoying the podcast. You guys are awesome. Mad love to all, and have a good night, guys.
You too. Bye.
Yes, much
Bye.
love.
Thank you. Much love.